Happy day, students. So, now we are going to learn the class 10 mathematics, that is in the chapter 8, Introduction to Trigonometry, part 7. We have learned three main subtopics. One is finding the trigonometric ratios, and one more is values, and then is complementary angles. Last session, last part we have seen, and the related exercise we have seen. Now, this exercise is very important for you, 4 marks questions. So, this will be very easy to find out the identities. The next topic is for you trigonometric identities. So what is the meaning of identity? You learnt in algebra the identities, algebraic identities. Can you able to recall what are the algebraic identities? Yes, a plus b whole square means a square plus 2ab plus b square, and a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square, and a plus b plus c whole square, a plus b whole cube. They are all identities. Why we are calling as an identity? When we apply the LHS and RHS, both the values of the any integers, it will be equal. Any real numbers, it will be equal. So the same way here also, we are going to learn some identities, connection between the trigonometric ratios. So what is the first identity? The first identity is very interesting identity, cos square A plus sin square A equal to 1. How we can able to prove this cos square A equal to sin square A equal to 1? For example, as we know that one Pythagoras theorem in a right angle triangle, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. Yes, so divide whole the term by AC square. So what is the AB by AC? AB square by AC square is whole square we can write. AB by AC, AB by AC, from the angle you see the angle, so this is the angle B. AB by AC is nothing but cos, means from angle A. So adjacent by hypotenuse, cos A whole square is nothing but cos square. Same way BC by AC, it's opposite by hypotenuse, it's nothing but sin A. Sin A whole square means sin square A. So this is a very interesting identity. When you are adding the sin square A plus cos square A will be equal to 1. Let me check one example for you. We'll substitute the A as a 30. Okay. What is the sin 30? Sin 30, as we know that one, 1 by 2 whole square. Yes. Plus, let A as a 30. Cos 30, root 3 by 2 whole square. Find out the 1 by 2 is 1 by 4, and then 3 by 4. Then 1 by 4 plus 1, 3 by 4 is nothing but 1. You take any values, then sin square A plus cos square A compulsory will be the 1. You take cos 0, sin 0. Cos 0 is 1 and sin 0 is 0. So 1 square plus 0 square is equal to 1 only. Take cos 90, sin 90. Cos 30, cos 60, 60. We have proved already cos 60, 60, 45, 45. If you add any angle, if you take and substitute, the answer will be compulsory for you. What is that? Equal to 1. So this is very important identity. Using this identity only, remaining three identities we can able to. So cos square A plus sin square A is equal to 1. And next we'll see the another identity, one more identity. What is that? Now in the previous one we have divided in the Pythagoras theorem AB square, what is that? AB square plus AB square AB square we have divided in previous one. Sorry children. So we have to divide here AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So what is here AC square? What is here AC? Here AC square is a hypotenuse. So we divide all the whole the term by AB square. Then AB by AB will get cancelled. 1. BC by AB. In the triangle if you see, BC by AB is nothing but, what is that? Adjacent by opposite. Who is adjacent by opposite? Opposite by adjacent. BC by AB is opposite by adjacent. It's nothing but tan. The same way AC by and AC by AB is nothing but hypotenuse by adjacent. It's nothing but secant. So we can able to prove by 1 plus tan square A equal to secant square A. Okay, understood? The same next one will prove that one. Divide whole term by BC square. First we divided AC square, second we divided AB square. Now divide BC square whole the Pythagoras this one equation. Then AB by BC will become cot, means adjacent by opposite, and BC by C the triangle, BC by BC by 1 and AC by BC is cosecant, means hypotenuse by opposite. So from these three, this one we can able to say easily cos square A plus sin square A equal to 1, and then 1 plus tan square A equal to secant square A, or we can also write secant square A minus tan square A equal to 1 also we can write. And then next one is cot square A plus 1 equal to cosecant square A. These all the three identities are very important for you. Again I'll recall sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1, and secant square A minus tan square equal to 1, cosecant square A minus cot square equal to 1, or cosecant square A equal to 1 plus cot square A. We can also write sin square A equal to 1 minus cos square A, or cos square A equal to 1 minus secant sin square A, and secant square A equal to 1 plus tan square A, or 1 minus tan square A is equal to 1 plus tan square equal to secant square A, or we can also write secant square A is equal to tan square A minus 1. Okay, the same way cosecant square A equal to 1 plus cot square A, or cot square equal to cosecant square A minus 1, or we can also write as a cosecant square A minus cot square equal to 1. These are all the three important identities. Children, let us watch this video for understanding identities. Thank you, students.
Let's derive two more important identities using what we already know. We know that sin squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1. We understood how we get this in the unit circle video. And we also know that tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. With these two formulae, we can easily derive two more formulae. First, let's look at this identity. Let's divide both sides by cos squared theta. This is what we get. Each term is divided by cos squared theta. This first term can be written as sin theta by cos theta the whole squared. These two can be cancelled out and can be written as 1. The term on the right hand side can be written as 1 by cos theta the whole squared. This gives us a new identity. We know that sin theta by cos theta is tan theta, and 1 by cos theta is sec theta. So this equation can be written as tan squared theta plus 1 equals sec squared theta. Modifying this identity a bit, we get a new one. Now let's divide both sides of the formula by sin squared theta. This is what we get. The first term equals 1. The second term can be written as cos theta by sin theta the whole squared. The term on the right hand side can be written as 1 by sin theta the whole squared. Cos theta by sin theta, as we know, is cot theta, and reciprocal of sin theta is cosec theta. This gives us another identity saying 1 plus cot squared theta equals cosec squared theta. If you count the number of formulae in trigonometry, you will realize that there is no point in memorizing any of them. You might certainly forget a few. The best way to know all of them is to understand a few, remember them, and derive the rest.